Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Great League showcasing another very powerful team featuring Frostlass. Frostlass has a lot of play in this meta, one of the few ice types that can actually beat Deoxys and Medicham. Also has amazing play on those grass types, of course. But we need to protect it from steel, and there are a few better steel counters in this meta than Diggersby making a return from yesterday. Back on the safe swap, same moveset, very versatile. I think that's the ideal moveset for the safe swap. And rounding out the team in the back, Gligar. Gligar performs very well no matter where you place it on the team. For this one, for another added layer of steel coverage, we've got it as the closer. Again, guys, being ABA strong to Medicham, DD, and Grass, very, very good in this meta. But here we go, Lanturn. So generally what you'll want to do is stay in to check the fast move first, but we instantly swap here. The reason why is if it's Water Gun, you'll want to stay in a little bit because you pace to the Shadow Ball at the same rate as they get to their Surf. So we didn't check the fast move, so that's a little bit of a misplay. If it's Spark, you just instantly go into Diggersby. But that's okay. We have an energy lead. They have a Frostlass of their own. We are going to begin to unleash these super effective fire punches here. Again, I think Diggersby on the safe swap. Very, very good to have Fire Punch Quick Attack. That just gives it the most flexibility in the meta, in my humble opinion. We're already at a third Fire Punch, getting that shield back from the Frostlass here. And we're just going to let this go. We're going to have to give up a shield here because they have thoroughly overfarmed. A very wise move by them. So what we're going to do is actually bring in our own Frostlass and go for a resisted farm down. Going to have to give up our final shield to do that, but I think loaded energy on Frostlass is quite beneficial here. We will be able to do some big damage on that Water Gun Lanturn. So speaking of, that is what I imagine they bring back in, as it has a solid matchup against Frostlass overall, but we've got an energy lead here, so we are just going to load up as much as we can and go for the Shadow Ball here. They can let this go. They do survive it, but that would put them within resisted avalanche range, and we're going to let this, well, we have no choice. We have no shield, so they will get off a Surf here on us. Doesn't KO, and we will make it to the avalanche, but they're not sticking around for that. They've got a Charge-a-Bug in the back, so this is looking really good. Gonna put the pressure on that final shield, and now it's Gligar time. Charge-a-Bug, not very useful against the Gligar, and I am speaking from experience. Don't get me wrong, I love Charge-a-Bug. It's very good in the meta. It's just Gligar kind of shuts it down with the conventional moveset. So we're going to take full advantage of our type advantage here and just overload as much as we can. When shields are down, you do want to be going for the dig. Both of these moves hit Charge-a-Bug for neutral damage. You want to go with the more energy efficient move, and that's what we're going to do. Go for the dig and then farm down. Leave this matchup with a dig to hit that Lanturn, and that should be just about all she wrote for our opponent here. Yeah, we've got the dig here. They don't have a move. They threw their move on the Frostlass. We get to this dig, and yeah, we're saying bye-bye to the Lanturn, and we're farming down with Frostlass. So yeah, this team, very effective in the meta. Again, a lot more than meets the eye with this team. A lot of thought went into it. Good game, well played to them. Oh, this team was really putting in the work in the Great League. Not without its weaknesses, but its weaknesses can be overcome in the Great League. And here we go, another DD again. This team, is ABA strong to Deoxys, Medicham, and Grass, something that is very beneficial in the Great League. We do shield the Psycho Boost because they want to chunk at your health, but it's a good thing that we exercised a bit of patience. We didn't insta-swap. If we had, we would have been in some trouble because they've got a Dugong lurking. So Dugong, a very common pairing with Deoxys, so we're just happy to stay here. We did have the energy lead. We're down a shield, but we do put in work with our pacing here, so gonna let all this go. We don't want to go completely down on shields just yet. Gauging how much that drill run does, I wasn't quite sure. Need to brush up on my Dugong Frostlass matchup, but I know that's enough to KO, so we're going to throw one and then the move here, which is proper timing, and go for the Shadow Ball and hope like heck they let this go. Take the shield advantage. They do. That is brilliant. I was thinking alignment was way more important, and I'm glad I did. Holy smokes, they've got a Bax Caliber. Hello? Oh my goodness, what am I looking at here? Holy smokes. Shields are down. This thing has access to Avalanche, so we're just going to throw Diggersby in here to work as a damage sponge here. We actually survive that, and we bank a move. They pivot back into the DD, and this is where being ABA strong to a Deoxys in this meta comes in super clutch. We don't really need shields to handle a DD here, so what we need to do, though, is either get rid of this DD and leave relatively healthy, or grab that final shield, because Bax Caliber, although about as bulky as it gets in the Master League, it is about as squishy as it gets in the Great League, and I know that. And I know that we have a move on Diggersby, so if we can get that shield back, we're in a good spot, because that Bax Caliber is not at a move. Gonna throw this. This is enough to take out the DD. They are playing to their win con, that is save the shield for the Bax. We build up to the dig, and we're going to bait that final shield. They have to shield everything. This thing is super squishy, and now we combo play. We've got the Scorching Sands. I was thinking this should just about be enough to KO. It is just about enough, and a quick attack takes out the squishy Bax Caliber. Oh my gosh. Oh man, we won lead, but their backline was really good into ours, but that's the power of this team and the Great League. Good game, well played to our opponent. Yeah, I've been wanting to run Frostlass in the Great League for a while now, and I'm glad I decided on this team here. It's very, very good. Very, very good for Frostlass. The support in the back. We had an Umbreon. That's a terrible lead. And they meet us with a Talonflame, which is almost an equally as bad counter swap. Gonna fake a Hyper Beam, grabbing a shield from the Talonflame. No attack drop. That's unfortunate for us, but we're just gonna go straight Scorching Sands here. It is resisted, but it does have that chance to debuff, and we do get the attack drop there. So we do have that working in our favor. Gonna let this go. Even if it is the Brave Bird, we do survive, and they would have to debuff themselves, but they go for the Flame Charge. That's a good no shield there, and we're just going straight Scorching Sands here. I think the cat's out of the bag. They're just gonna let all this go. And now we will shield to control alignment, because Frostlass can do okay in Umbreon, but it's still a negative matchup. And they go for the Brave Bird there. That is brilliant, allowing us to get a nice farm down. We now control alignment. Shields are even, and we're still very healthy here on our Diggersby. So this is brilliant. Yeah, we needed to make an alignment play there. So that worked out. Gonna go for the Scorching Sands, of course, on the Umbreon. You only use Fire Punch as coverage for grass and ice as well. So yeah, generally you want to be going Scorching Sands, of course. And they're going to go for the foul play, take us out. That's brilliant. Going to bring our Gligar in onto this Umbreon, and they've got a Charge-a-Bug in the back. So this is the best alignment for Frostlass with their team. So we're not shielding anything. Just going to let all this go and try and get as much damage as we can, or grab a shield advantage for our Gligar to have a much better end game here. Go for this neutral Avalanche. Hits like a truck on the Charge-a-Bug, and if they want to let us get to another one, by all means. But no, they do throw their energy. Likely a resisted X-Scissor, but that should just about be all they need. That is. And yeah, we farm this thing down, load up, and we should be in a good spot here to close out with our Gligar here. They can throw whatever they want. It's going to be resisted, and yeah, we're looking pretty good. We've got the health advantage. A little bit of an energy advantage here as well. Shields are still even. Going for the dig on the Umbreon. Again, dig. If you want to run Gligar, dig is the more energy efficient move. Aerial Ace, although improved, still not the best move. Dig is the better of the two moves. Much more energy efficient. Much more better damage per energy. And they are just dragging this out at this point. They no longer have a win con. We can let that go. We can shield this, and an Aerial Ace should get the job done here on this Umbreon here. They are fighting to the very end. Hats off to them. And it looks like they stopped attacking there. Going to go for the Aerial Ace here, and they do top left there. So yeah, they played it out to the very end, tried their very best. Hats off to them for putting up a good fight. Good game, well played to them. Frostlass has amazing play in the meta. You just really have to protect it from the steel type weakness. And we've got that in spades in the back. And here we go. Beedrill in its shadow form. Holy smokes. Very spicy for the Great League. And these resisted poison jabs are actually putting in a little bit of work here. Gonna go for the Avalanche here. Grabbing a shield. Beedrill very squishy in the meta. We try to catch a move here, but we were not successful in doing so. They exercise brilliant patience. Good on them for that, and we're going to let this go, as we did want to catch the move anyways, so no sense in shielding. And they've got a jelly in the back, and they catch the Fire Punch. What a play by them! Holy smokes. I don't know, they must have made an amazing read that we were running Fire Punches. Most Diggersby traders don't run it. They usually run Hyper Beam, but we're okay here. Going to go for the Scorching Sands. A debuff would be nice, as that would better allow us to hang in here a little bit, tank a surf a lot better, but we don't get it, and that's okay. We're even on health, both dealing double resisted damage to each other. We survive the surf, and they cannot farm down. Gonna go for another Scorching Sands here, try our luck again with that attack drop, and of course get that damage in on the jelly. No such luck yet again with the attack drop. That is okay. We've been pretty good with and lucky with our attack drops, so I'm not going to complain too much here. They're going to throw the Surf as they could not farm down, and we're going to bring in Frostlass, shield, and farm down. Yeah, that's the play. Loaded energy on Frostlass is always a good thing, never a bad thing, and we do get that resistant farm down there. They come back in with the Beedrill. I'm anticipating an insta-throw, and we look to catch that on our Gligar. Oh, we catch that double resisted damage. You'll love to see it. And they've got a Diggersby of their own in the back. So interesting. Similar team. Diggersby does pair very well with ghost types that are generally weak to steel. So good team building by them. Running the Beedrill Spice. Very interesting. So we're going to let all this go, of course. They are running the same moveset as we are. Good on them for that. Very interesting, very similar team here. Going to go for a dig. And again, that is the more energy efficient move. That's generally what you'll want to be throwing, unless you need to bait or unless Aerial Ace would be super effective, of course. They're going to go for another Fire Punch. That's all they can really do. And we will make it to an Aerial Ace, so they have to dump all their energy here. And now the path to victory is very clear, quite clear. We farm this Diggersby all the way down. We have loaded energy already. Shield up the Fire Punch, and that should be just about all she wrote for our opponent's team here. Do shield that up, and yeah, we've got the back-to-back here. If they want to shield, by all means, we've got another one locked and loaded. They do want to put up a fight and shield, so we're just going to throw one just to ensure that we do outpace that Diggersby, although it is energy dry. Better to be safe than sorry. I knew we would have been fine, but we farm it down anyway. So yeah, this team, I'm telling you, puts in the work in the Great League. Frostlass has a lot of good play, but good game well played to them. So for those of you who really enjoy Frostlass as much as I do, been looking for a solid team, you might want to give this one a try. If you don't have Diggersby, you can run Stunfisk, but we had a beautiful Medi lead. They safe swap a Steelix, and we are ahead on energy, so going to put some pressure on this Steelix while we are not debuffed here. And you'll generally grab an early shield advantage for your team. So now we're going to throw the Diggersby in here to handle this Steelix. We, of course, can hit this for super effective, but if you run Quick Attack, you don't generally have a favorable matchup against Steelix, just because with the debuffs, you are virtually applying zero fast move pressure. It's all charge moves with Quick Attack. Diggersby up against a Steelix. But we're going to make do here. We do have the shield advantage. Going to go for a Scorching Sands. They have already applied 2 debuffs to us, and our bulk is coming in clutch, allowing us to get to another Scorching Sands here on the Steelix. Going to be interesting if they want to let all this energy go. They do not. They are now down shields. They have no shields remaining. Going to go for the Scorching Sands here. It's, of course, not going to do nearly as much, but an attack drop would be quite clutch here if we can be so lucky. But no, we are not. And that's okay. Going to let this go and look to put in work on this Medi with no shields. They do go straight for that Psychic, but I'm reading there's another Steel type in the back, and oh my gosh, we got so greedy. Oh my goodness, that was very irritating. Oh, we should have just thrown the avalanche. I got so greedy trying to get to that shadow ball. That's why it pays to stay present in the moment. Know when you're gonna get farmed down, and I did. It's just a bozo bonehead play, but that's okay. We're still in a good spot. We do shield up their move. The Steelix is gonna look to unleash some of this energy that they have banked here. They go crunch. Holy smokes. Okay. All right. That's fine. We're not debuffed. I was thinking for sure the play is to debuff us to give your team the best shot, but it is all over for our opponent. We are absolutely loaded here. We do have to give up the final shield, but we've got back-to-back digs here. This will not KO, but this is a shadow, so I'm thinking we can farm this thing down before they get to an ice punch, and we do, and it is all she wrote for the Steelix. So yeah, bonehead bozo play, not getting off that avalanche, but I was quite confident Gligar would have play to what they had remaining. So good game, well played to them. Again, guys, if you really enjoy Frostlass and see its benefits in the meta and you don't have a Diggersby, you can run G-Fisk. But here we go. We had a Lanturn running Spark, so you do want to be swapping into Diggersby on Spark Lanturn, and they meet us with a Venusaur. So in this mid-game matchup, I should have been a lot more confident in my Fire Punch Diggersby because we outpace, we have an energy lead, and I think, I haven't looked up the matchup and I really should, but I think we can take this in the twos if that's what they want to play. Of course, we would have to go down on shields, and I wasn't sure I really wanted to do that because I had suspected it might have been double grass, but I wasn't sure. And we still had our Frostlass and Gligar if it were double grass, so that's why we elect to let this go. Come in with Frostlass, and we will have to shield a Frenzy Plant. A Shadow Frenzy Plant would be doing a metric ton of damage. So we will shield this, trade the shield for loaded energy on Frostlass, and they do pivot back into the Lanturn. So we're going to go for this Shadow Ball here, and we will not make it to another Shadow Ball. So we have to go Shadow Ball plus Avalanche. That still won't KO. We should survive a Thunderbolt here. We have a pretty decently ranked Frostlass here. We do survive, but we lag a turn and we don't get the move off. That is unfortunate. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. Holy smokes. We needed that damage because we're going to be taking a lot of super effective damage here from this Lanturn. So we're just going to overload as much as we can and CMP tie them here. Oh my gosh, that was awful. It wouldn't have KO'd, but it would have made Gligar, would have put Gligar in a much easier spot. But they've got a Licky in the back. I was thinking if it's double grass, we've got a shot. But a fully healthy Licky, it's just not going to happen. So yeah, this one was winnable. I just think we misplayed in a few spots, and that's just the nature of the current Great League. It is ultra competitive. You've got to be spot on with your gameplay, and yeah, so good game, well played to them. Oh, this team was putting in the work. And again, if you want to try this team and you don't have an XL Diggersby, you can run G-Fisk. And here we go, Dragonite lead. This is another reason why I've really been wanting to run Frostlass. These Shadow Dragonite leads, holy smokes, they're everywhere and they're very annoying. So this team was built to handle this very common line as well. Fellow content creator Though Technical recently hit legend with it, so a lot of people are naturally going to be running it. So yeah, that's why you might want to try this team as well if you're seeing a lot of that. This team, very, very good into it. They generally run Dragonite, Reggie, which we see here, which we are absolutely handling with our Gligar, and a Licky in the back. So you will have perfect alignment no matter what. You meet the Reggie with the Gligar, you meet the Licky with the Diggersby, and you keep the Frostlass on the Dragonite. And that is some nice freelo for you if you'd want to run this team. Again, Stunfisk will work just the same in the place of Diggersby on this team if you don't have an XL Diggersby. So we go for the debuffed Aerial Ace, and it doesn't matter because this Dragonite is completely helpless against Frostlass. There's the Licky again. If you're seeing this team a lot, you might want to try this Frostlass team because it will be some very nice freelo to help you with your climb in GBL. So, yeah, and I don't feel bad at all because I don't like this team. It's very annoying. Shadow Dragonite, very annoying. So, yeah, they're going Body Slam on us. Very interesting. It really doesn't matter what they throw. This is not a winnable matchup for Licky whatsoever. And they do go Power Whip there. Doesn't matter. We're not shielding anything from this Licky Tongue here. I would like to maybe leave this match with a Fire Punch because even resisted damage often proves to be very meaningful damage on a Pokemon as squishy as Shadow Dragonite. So we're going to let them get us as low as possible. This will be getting us into the red Power Whip, and I did suspect they were going to try the Snipe with the Shadow Dragonite, and just like that, it is gone! Oh my goodness, nothing more satisfying. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Oh my goodness. I feel beautiful whenever I can shut this team down. It is a very annoying team, so yeah. We take out the Licky with Frostlass. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Good game. Well played to our opponent. So for those of you who've been also wanting to run Frostlass, not quite sure what team to use, this one might just be for you. And here we go. I'm sure a lot of you are itching to know, what do you do with a Swampert? I'm going to show you right here, guys. We're staring at a nice shiny Swampert here. We do survive a Hydro Cannon. That's fine. And they do outpace us, but they generally don't like tanking an Avalanche from Frostlass. It hits like a truck, nearly one-shots. They're now into the low red, and if they let it go, you're free to just soft lose lead, come in with Gligar. Gligar also has a pretty solid matchup into Swampert, as it is double resisting the fast move pressure, and we're just going to wing attack down. They don't make it to a move, and Swampert leads are generally weak to ground types in the back. Not particularly so here. They've got a Shadow Zard here. Gonna go for the Aerial Ace. Does about half of their health. That's the downside. That's the trade-off to running Shadow Zard. Gonna look to catch here. I'm seeing a lot of value in our Gligar, and I'm not seeing too many places for Diggersby to go. So they were gonna bait us with the Dragon Claw. So that's brilliant. They do bank a Blast Burn though. And they retreat into a Reggie. So we're looking really good here. Holy smokes. I'll take that. And we do get a very clutch attack drop there. Gonna just let all this go and put the hope and faith into our Gligar to finish this one out for us. Yeah, gonna go for another Scorching Sands. We do thoroughly outpace the Registeel. Not often Registeel will be outpacing anything in Pokemon Go Battle League. And we are now grabbing shields from the Reggie. They're trying to farm us down, but Diggersby too thick. Thick enough to get to other Scorching Sands, pressure that final shield, and we will now pivot back into our Gligar. We hardwall the conventional moveset on Reggie. They can throw whatever they want. They do get an attack drop. We watched for a catch. They did bring in the Zard. We have an Aerial Ace. We're saying bye-bye to the very annoying Charizard. And that is all she wrote for this team here. I'm telling you, I told you, the team not without its weaknesses, but it can overcome its weaknesses. So that is the team. Good game, well played to our opponent. And yeah, I've been wanting to run Frostlass. I recognize it has a good position in the meta. A lot of things weak to Frostlass. A lot of Medi, a lot of DD, a lot of grass, guys. Frostlass beats it all. Just very weak to Steel. In the meta, as well as Carbink. So I wanted to have optimal Steel and Carbink coverage in the back. And I thought, what other than Thickersby, aka Diggersby, to add some nice bulk to the team, but of course, an excellent Steel type counter in the meta. And we round that out with Gligar as well. Another added layer of Steel coverage, as well as some nice bulk in the back as well, making this team very ABA strong to a lot of what we see in the meta, guys. We're seeing a lot of Medi, DD, as well as Grass. We're ABA strong to all of those, making for a very, very effective team in the meta, because if Frostlass goes down, your odds of success are very good when you're ABA strong to a lot of things that you often see. So everything complements each other on this team very well. A recipe for a lot of success as well as a lot of fun in the Great League. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.